Hey everybody, Brock Frady here, helping you enjoy your ride. I'm so excited today because I get to bring you an in-depth video of my dream car. This is an absolute work of art. This is a Lamborghini Huracán EVO Spider. This is an all-wheel drive, naturally aspirated V10 convertible Lamborghini. This thing sounds like a symphony. It's pretty dang loud, but I love that about it. In this video, we're going to take an in-depth look at the outside, the inside. We'll end up behind the steering wheel, where we will ultimately take this beast out for a ride. Unlike many supercars today chasing turbochargers and hybrids and electricity, the Huracán EVO sticks with a raw, naturally aspirated V10 that revs to over 8,000 RPM. And that gives you an instant throttle response, especially when mated with that beautiful dual clutch transmission. It has an all-wheel drive system that Lamborghini calls LDVI, and that incorporates a predictive handling system that controls all aspects of the car's dynamics. It has fully active all-wheel drive with torque vectoring. And that's not just all-wheel drive for bad weather. It's engineered to constantly adapt to your driving style and predicts your next move for maximum traction and agility. The soft top is power operated. The top can actually close in 17 seconds and add up to a speed of 31 miles per hour. And the rear window can be raised and lowered independently, which will amplify the engine sound when that thing is down. As you can imagine, the Spider version, which is what we call the convertible, is all about sensory overload. You feel the wind, you hear every note of that gorgeous V10, and it still manages to keep that aggressive profile even with the top up. We'll take a look at it with the top up. Now let's talk aerodynamics. Check out this rear wing for aerodynamics. That creates a ton of downforce on those rear wheels so that they become more sticky in a little bit more spirited driving situation. I love the Y-shaped daytime running lights with hexagonal themes all throughout. You see hexagon all over the Lamborghini. It's all about aggressive styling cues with harsh lines and bold themes that really make this thing absolutely stand out. You can see points down here, right there in front of those radiators for cooling. And it all just comes to a point right down there. You can see it all comes together, kind of pointing to the Lamborghini emblem right there with the big bucking bull. Every line on the EVO is functional and dramatic. From this deep splitter that you have up in the front to the rear spoiler, it is absolutely designed to slice through the air. Look at how wide that rear tire is. Okay, now let's talk ANIMA, not anime, ANIMA. That stands for Adaptive Network Intelligent Management, and that's right here. That's essentially your drive modes. Strada is street or comfort. Corsa is sport, and that's playful and tail happy. And then Corsa is track focused, and this is going to be the sharpest response. You can really hear the exhaust note change when you put it in sport. And then there's Strada. So that is what the gauge cluster looks like when you're in Strada. That is what it looks like in sport, and it totally changes for Corsa. It really becomes tachometer focused when you have it in Corsa. And here's what I love about it too. All of the commands are in Italian. And then of course you have your turn signals are here. Those are kind of unique to where you actually push it to the left. And then when you want to override it or make it stop, you just push that button in and it stops. Headlights or bright lights right there. And then here are just for various settings, cruise control here, wipers, windshield washer. And then you have these gorgeous paddle shifters. This is how you change gears. And they're like aluminum and they are huge. And they also are stationary. They do not move with the steering wheel. That is super nice so that when you're focused, really aggressively driving it, you can actually when you have the steering wheel turned way to the right or to the left, the nice thing about these is that they're super tall all throughout the steering angle that you have right there. That's beautiful. And then you have a bunch of switches all down here, and they're going to be primarily light focused, whether it's for your headlights or your automatic high beam or automatic headlights or your fog lights, all right there. Then you have a lot more switches over here in the center console, and these are outer ones are going to be for your windows. This is to raise the vehicle up and down so that you don't scrape the bottom, that beautiful air splitter. ESC, traction control off, and then, you know, park assist, engine automatic shut off, and then your hazard lights. And then you have this gorgeous screen that is integrated totally flat. I really, really like that. And it's touch sensitive, it's very responsive, and it's super easy to use, and it's pretty common sense. You just have this back arrow here, and then you have vehicle settings here, and you can go and move up and down, and it's just like any other vehicle from this aspect, except it looks so much more cool because everything is super like computerized and futuristic looking. I really, really like how this works. Here is sound, so if you want to turn the volume up and down on your sound system, then you can simply hit this back arrow here and then back to settings or anything that you want. Then you have navigation all right there. This is actually how you start the vehicle. So you can go here, fold this up, and as long as you have the key on your person, you can see start, stop. You have your foot on the brake. My gosh. And that is how she starts. And then here, then you can fold this back down, and then here is reverse, park, manual, and then that's your parking brake. And then this is how you operate the convertible top. Well, you notice that you don't see drive here, and that is because in order to engage it in drive, you just hit a paddle shifter, and that will automatically engage it in drive. And you can see those tail lights right there. They even are hexagonally designed there as well. Oh my goodness gracious, listen to that. Okay, so the mode that it's operating in right now, it's idling in, is Corsa. That is Sport. And that is Strada. So you can hear the distinct difference that it makes between Sport, Corsa, and Strada. And you can do, this takes approximately 17 seconds, although I think it's going faster than that. And you can do that with the top up to 31 miles an hour. Now see what I mean? It still looks extremely awesome even with the top up. I think it looks obviously more aggressive and everything with that top up. I just cannot get enough of this thing. Absolutely amazing. I have loved a Lamborghini from the time I was a little kid to the original Countach. You may remember that. Google that. You can see all the beautiful LED cockpit lighting and the Lamborghini emblem here. Beautiful red stitching. Everything is leather. It's like all the seating surfaces, and it just seems like everything is leather. But the cockpit is what you would expect on this thing. It is pretty driver focused. Here we go. And here goes Corsa. nothing else in the world that you can do that. That is complete insanity. It is so low to the ground, and I feel like I'm sitting on the road, and I feel like I'm taking up the entire width of the road as well, because this thing is super low and super wide, which is exactly the point. So here are my final thoughts on the Lamborghini Huracán EVO V10 all-wheel drive convertible. If I had the money, I would. If I could, I would. But overall, I don't think this thing could be a daily driver. This thing is definitely a weekender, and but it is the most intense vehicle I've ever driven. I've driven Ferraris and Porsches and all those, and this is the most, in my opinion, the most purpose-built to absolutely take full advantage of everything that a car is supposed to be. Because it's just visceral. There's nothing plain or ordinary about it, from the exterior looks to all the angles and everything, to the way the interior looks like it was just made out of stone, almost like somebody took a hammer and chiseled it and made the interior. And then there's the engine, the absolute perfect connection that the engine has with the transmission and the suspension has with the road. You really absolutely feel like you are one with this vehicle when you are driving this vehicle. It's easier to handle than I thought. To me, when I look at pictures online of this thing and I see the dash and I see all the switches and everything, it looks complicated. It's really not. It's basically like any other vehicle from the aspect of getting in, starting it up, putting it in gear and going. You just happen to have a ton of horsepower, a ton of torque, and a beautiful, everything wrapped around it. But like I said, you have to really give it your dedicated attention when you are driving this thing. You have to pay attention to little nuances. The things that I really, really enjoy that kind of stand out to me I didn't anticipate were these paddle shifters. They're really, really big, and you can shift at any point because they are so tall and they're curved. You can really shift at any point in your steering angle. The other thing that I'm kind of surprised by is the throttle response in Corsa. Corsa, again, is that real track-oriented setting. The throttle response is surprisingly smooth in Corsa mode. I thought it was just going to throw your head back, but it doesn't really do that. It really minds its manners whenever it comes to driving it in that Corsa setting. Okay, everybody, that's going to do it for our look at the Lamborghini Huracán EVO all-wheel drive Spider. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. But remember, the most important thing of all, have a wonderful day, everybody.